Hi, my name is Steven Stott and I'm here with Beat Percussion. Today I would like to show you some basic playing techniques for our small conga. Alright, well before we start with some basic playing techniques, let's talk about how you actually hold the drum. Alright, there are two basic ways you can hold it. First, you can have your legs spread apart, simply place the drum between your knees at a good height, and clamp. Alright, a second technique is to actually cross the ends of your feet, open up your knees, and simply insert the drum into that hole. It's a nice, comfortable way of playing. Alright, now, there are three basic sounds that this drum makes, and each sound has a basic way that you play it. Alright, the sounds are bass, tone, and slap. Can be played with both hands, and there are many variations and combinations of those sounds, but today let's simply focus on these three basics. First, we'll start with the bass. Alright. Now, the bass requires a very specific hand technique, alright? So what I want you to do is flip your palm over, right or left hand, whichever one's your strongest, and I want you to circle with a finger right around your palm. That is the only thing that needs to hit the drum head when you're playing the bass, alright? So what you actually want to do is put your hand on the face of the drum, completely flat, and I want you to actually flex your fingers up off the drum. So the only thing touching is the palm of your hand. This is how you want to hit the drum. Alright, so I have a flat hand. As I'm coming down, I'm actually putting my fingers up so only my palm hits. Now, if you don't do that, you have a very different sound. As opposed to, you want a very crisp, clean bass sound. So you got to remember to flex your fingers up. So practice that. Now, our second sound is what we call the tone. Okay, this we're going to use the opposite of your part of your hand. So go ahead and flip your hand over, and instead of using the palm of your hand, you're actually going to use this first row of knuckles. Find the creases at the top of your fingers, and that is what you're going to hit with. Okay. Now, the tone is played anywhere within the drum head that is not the edge. Okay, so go in about an inch or so from the edge of the drum, and use just those knuckles. I want you to actually rock your whole hand. That's the tone. The difference between the bass and the tone is this. Okay. Now, let's try the final sound, which is the slap. The slap is played anywhere along the outside edge of the drum. What you're not going to do is play the very corner of the drum, but the very top where it's flat. And we're going to use the same hand technique that we used to play the tone, which involves just those first row of knuckles, and you're going to play that very, very top outer flat edge. It's going to be a crisp sound. Okay, again, not the edge. Hit the edge, start coming in. You'll hear it. Right there. Again, you can see where my knuckles are hitting. It's just in from the very corner. Okay. Now put all these sounds together, it sounds like this. Okay, so you can play a very basic beat this way with just one hand. Change it slightly. Okay, so you need to practice all three of those until your hands are very naturally playing each of those sounds. Alright, now one final thing before we end this video is on what's unique about Beat Percussion's cone drums is they have a wood skin head which allows for two distinct slap sounds, where a traditional skin head is going to have a similar slap sound all the way around. Here's what this sounds like. The sides have one, and the top and bottom have one. Again, my name is Steven Stott, and I'm here with Beat Percussion, and those are some playing techniques for our small conga. Thank you.